Is someone there? Oh, it's just you. Next time, don't sneak up on me like that. Especially all the way out here, all the trees and animals and stuff. Not too safe out here, you know? What? You didn't scare me. I was completely fine. Not one bit. No, you were the one who was scared. I don't know, maybe my panic is someone there was able to strike some fear into your heart. Yeah, I guess I was pretty nervous. So, what are you doing all the way out here? What? Looking for me. Why? I haven't been gone for that long. Maybe 15, 20 minutes? Yeah? Why? Have I been out here longer? 30 minutes. Holy... My gosh, I guess I was pretty off. My bad. I guess I lost track of time by a lot. I mean, what did you expect? I suck at estimating. Most of the time I'm always off. Doesn't matter the circumstances or even what I'm estimating. I've done this plenty of times before. It's really something I should work on. Exactly. You should know that. Yeah. Good. I can feel so much better now knowing that this is not my fault anymore. Okay, maybe that's kind of pushing it, but at least I got myself a reason I can feel less bad about it, I guess. So, what's been going on back there? Have the other guys been panicking over me? Yeah, I bet. I guess if one of my friends disappeared into the woods and didn't come back, I'd be pretty freaked out. Especially at night. Sounds like the start of some horror movie or something. Yeah, I'm just joking. In all seriousness, I probably shouldn't have just left like that. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take a breather is probably not a good enough reason to straight up disappear. I really didn't think that everyone would react like that for some reason. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. If I would have known why they would have been so worried, I would have come back sooner. Maybe I wouldn't have even gone at all. Like I said, I just came out here to get a little bit of a breather. Just needed some time to myself for a bit. Seemed like out here would be the perfect place to get some fresh air. No. Everything's fine, I promise. Yeah, it's just that I've been pretty overwhelmed the past few days. Stuff like work, and, you know. But hey, what can you do? Work doesn't just take a break just because you want to go on vacation for a few days. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love going out on friend group vacations like this, but it just makes work so much harder. Having to do work on your computer when you can be out hiking in the mountains with your friends is so unbelievably frustrating. And work's not even the half of it. Well, you know what? We should probably get going back. I bet they'd be even more freaked out if you seemed to go missing too. No, I'm fine. I had my time to catch up. Now, come on. Let's go before they call in a missing persons report. No, there's no cell service out here. Trying to call them would be pointless. Wait, why do you want to stay out here so bad? I mean, look at you. You look like you're freezing. It's snowing out here and all you've got on is a sweatshirt and some sweatpants. Oh, really? I'm starting to feel a little chilly and I've got gloves, a coat, and a winter hat on. Somehow you don't have any of that and you feel fine. Man, I wish I could be as tolerant of the cold as you are. Look, you don't have to act all tough and mighty in front of me. I get it. No, it's fine. If you're cold, you can just tell me. Here, take my jacket. No. You can have it. It's no big deal. You need it more than I do. I'll be fine. Look, I have a sweatshirt on too. This'll last me. Listen, either you get the coat or no one gets the coat, alright? Okay, good. I'm glad you finally came to your senses. Oh, no need to thank me. It was just the right thing to do, I guess. See? Doesn't that feel a lot better? Wait, don't even say anything. I can already tell by that dorky smile on your face. What? Your smile can be pretty dorky at times. It's not a big deal. If anything, it's actually kinda cute. Aww, I can tell that you're blushing even through the cold. Don't even try and hide it. Yeah, whatever you say. You know what? I guess we can just sit down for a little bit. We haven't had a chance to talk like this in a long time. Why not? Right here will do. Nice open area with an incredible view of the mountains. It's almost like one of those pictures you'd see in crappy looking motels. Actually, I would say it's even better than that. And it's even cooler at night because not only do you have all that, but you also have the night sky on top of it. It's truly the most beautiful thing to see. If only I could spend every day out here. Just me, by myself, alone with the trees and the animals running around in the forest. Really, only something I could dream of. I even heard that the northern lights sometimes appear in the sky around here. At least, that's what I saw in the reviews for this place. I haven't been able to see them whilst we've been here, though. I wonder why. I guess we just weren't that lucky. Yeah, I guess we still have one more night. We can only hope. Now that you've seen it for yourself, doesn't it make a lot more sense why I'd want to take a breather? Being able to come out here and just chill for a while. It's just an offer you can't pass up, you know? And now it's even better that you're out here too. If I'm being honest, I'm so glad you're the one who showed up to come get me. If one of the other guys came to get me, there's no way I'd be sitting down talking to them right now. And I probably would have been a little more hesitant giving them my jacket. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like I'm just so much more comfortable around you. Whenever I talk to you, I feel like I can actually be myself for once, instead of having to seem like someone I'm not. I feel like I always have to impress people, or convince them that I'm cooler than I actually am. It's gotten to the point where I barely even know who my true self is anymore. Do you understand? I don't know. I feel like I'm just talking gibberish at this point. I don't even understand what I'm saying either. Really? I thought you'd probably be the last person to understand. You seem like you're just the most perfect person. Like you've got everything figured out. I guess we all have our problems, even if it doesn't seem like we do. Everyone's just too scared to admit it. Life is just so weird. Hey, can I share something with you? It's nothing big. It's just a little bit of a funny story I should tell you. Well, so, where do I start? So, you know when I left around a half hour ago, and I said that I was going to take a breather? I lied. I mean, kinda. When I said I was a little overwhelmed, that was all true. But that's not the whole truth. Remember when Luke said we should play that game of truth or dare? Yeah, that was my cue to leave. It was just too risky. I did not want to be saying or doing anything I didn't want to do. Especially when it comes to love interests. It's complicated. To be honest, I think I've already said too much, but who cares? At least now we have something to laugh about when we get back. Yeah. So, how was the game without me? Anything interesting happen? Wait, you guys were waiting for me? So you haven't even played yet? No, that was the whole point of me leaving. That sucks. Hey, who knows? Maybe they'll be too tired to remember when we get back. As long as you don't remind them, you better not say anything. Pinky promise? Okay, good. It's freezing out here. If only I had my coat on. Nah, I'm just messing with you. You can keep it. I'm alright. Just next time, please be a little more prepared. I don't want to be your guardian angel all the time. Especially when I'm not around. Who's gonna take care of you? Well, hey, I'm sure you'll gain at least some sense next time. You learn best from experience, I guess. You know, we should really hang out more. I don't get to see you as often as I used to. What? Before this, I haven't even seen you in a couple weeks. Yeah, it's definitely been a while. I know we're both busy with school and work, but I feel awful for not having the time to actually sit down and talk to you. It really sucked. I'm so glad we decided to schedule this weekend for ourselves, especially after we both just had a long week. Such a breath of fresh air finally being able to see you again. It's funny because I didn't even know you were coming before they told me a couple of days ago. It was a very pleasant surprise, to say the least. Hearing that I get to spend the next few days with you was really exciting. Now it's kind of sad. These days have been some of the best I've had in a while. I can't believe it's almost over. I mean, yeah, I guess we got one more day. But what are we gonna do after that? We'll just go right back to school and work. Yeah, sorry. I'm thinking too far ahead. We just gotta live in the now. You know why they call it the present? Oh. You've heard that one before. Still, a good thing to live by, nonetheless. Really makes you think about why they named it that. Like, did they know? I don't know. I'm just glad to be able to spend it with you. If only this was what it was like forever. This beautiful scenery, the good times we've had, everything. You think we could just sit here for a bit longer? I don't know, just take in everything. Sounds perfect to me. Just promise me you'll never leave my side again, okay? Because I can never lose you again. I promise.